There you go.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us here today. I appreciate seeing you. As you know, this campaign to represent the big first is going to be hard fought, but we are excited and honored that the man who won our presidential caucus in Kansas is with us today. Before I turn it over to the man who needs no introduction, I'd just like to say personally that it's one thing to endorse a candidate for Congress. It's quite another to actually come out into our district and help us raise funds to get out our positive conservative message. It takes a special kind of man who's willing to go out of his way to stand on principle and to support fellow conservative candidates. So, Governor, thank you for your help in this cause.
Thank you.
I know they'd much rather hear you speak than me, so with that I'll introduce Governor Mike Huckabee.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor.
Well, I want to express my appreciation to Tim for giving me the opportunity to be here with him today. The reason I'm here is because I believe that more than perhaps ever in my lifetime, we need some people in Washington who understand the nature of what makes America a great country. I'm convinced that the kind of values that Tim has grown up with, that he's lived with, and the kind of record that he's established as a state senator since his first election in 1996 is exactly what Washington is in desperate need of right now. If you look at Tim's record, there's no one else running in this race who has consistently said, we don't need more government, we need less. There's no one who has so consistently held a pro-life view and has been a champion for the idea that life truly is one of those constitutional rights that is most precious to all of us. This is not a political position for him. It's not something he decided to take on because he looked at a poll and decided that's where he needed to be. He was already there before he ever ran for office, and you can trace that back down to his teenage years. As a conservative in the state Senate, he has been a person who believes that lower taxes are better than higher taxes, that the best way to create jobs and an economic climate where people can get employed is to make sure that the entrepreneurs, the people who have dreams and ideas, can take their dream from the kitchen table, from late at night when they sit there and sketch it out on a napkin, all the way to opening up the shop and inviting in their first customer. And he also understands that when the government becomes the biggest impediment to the success of that business, then government is certainly totally out of control from what it was intended to be. So I'm delighted to be here. I'm hoping that we'll have a good turnout tonight for the event, and looking forward to seeing Tim in the United States Congress. Be honest with you, why anybody would want to go there, you got me. I'm just glad he's willing, and I'll tell you, the only thing that I regret is that we couldn't go ahead and move up the election to tonight, get him elected, and get him there, because we're going to need all the votes we can to stop the government takeover of the healthcare system. And a few more sane, responsible voices and votes like Tim's could come in awfully handy right now. Anyway, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be here tonight.